gives me great pleasure to introduce an Irishman, simply. He's got the most amazing tie this evening. Is it in Ms. Windle's birthday?
Ties. Is that ties?
Ah, Jesus. It's Dónall Dempsey. It's Dónall Dempsey!
This is about my first and only dance partner. It's called Come Dancing. I take the skeleton's hand and man, do we dance. I clasp his bony hand in mine, give him a high five and dude, we jive. No one can touch us now, we're in a world of our own. We shake, rattle and roll. Yeah, we shake, rattle and roll. Then we get into that kitchen and rattle those pots and pans. The skeleton flashes me a tooty grin. Man, you the one, you the one. What a groove we're in. The transistorized air is alive. As song after song drives us on. The skeleton don't break sweat. Me, my scalp prickles, sweat trickles, tickles down my spine. Sunlight spills in the window and the dust motes go wild. The skeleton places a bony hand on my clavicle and I place my hand on his sacroiliac. We waltz eye socket to eye socket and patella to patella. Gene Kelly sings, what a great day it's been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. He's a fine medical specimen. He dangles from a tread in his head and the slightest breeze moves him, gets him going. I call him Mr. Bojangles. He lives in my dad's army sports store. From the inner sanctum of his room, my dad's army voice booms, Donall, leave that bloody skeleton alone! And goes back to counting his balls. The ledger grows and grows. He mutters and mumbles to himself, balls, soccer, 50? 50. Balls, rugby, 50? 50. Balls, medicine, 50? 50. He intones as if chanting a mantra. I shuffle out, trying to be cool, in this heat. Yo, see you later, Bo. Years later, I see him in a tiny newspaper article. Apparently, the army realised they got a real live skeleton on their hands and decide to do the decent thing, remembering the man he's been, and bury him with full military honours. Flag draped over his coffin, shots fired into the air, scaring the crows away. I wish I could have been there, said my goodbyes. I smile and whisper a little prayer. Yo, see you later, Bo. Thank you. I don't usually frequent pubs and stuff like that, but this is about a pub. It's called Jesus and Judas and Me. I am flanked by Jesus and Judas in the smelly as hell gents. I'm finding it hard to pee. They, on the other hand, pee furiously, religiously, their garments hitched up above their hips, eyes closed in blessed relief, eyelids fluttering in ecstatic vision. Judas breathes, oh God. A fly dies in a froth of piss. Back in the pub with bitter and crisps, Jesus and Judas, obviously the best of mates, sing bawdy, boisterous songs, leer at the barmaid's obvious ample assets. For tonight you will be with me in heaven, they tell her how it will be. Oh, you are a pair, she purrs. Suddenly Mary, the mother of God, appears, silhouetted in the doorway, eclipsing the sun and their fun. Come on, lads, we're on. And hiking up her skirts, she runs. Jesus and Judas down their pints in one. Curses and crisps spluttering from their lips. They too run, become whom they ought to be. As the mystery plays, perform their ever-recurring miracle, entrancing an audience, making the divine human, making the human divine. It was my better half's birthday on Sunday, and I haven't been writing for about 6-7 weeks, but I felt obliged to give her a birthday poem. So this, unfortunately, is her birthday poem. Not highly romantic, but it's called Love Seeks Us Out. A tapestry of countryside, an embroidery of trees, Mother Nature weaving an endless summer day, time warped by memory, yesterday as bright as today. We but the latest lovers kissing down through the ages, love perfecting itself in the bodies that it borrows. Each bliss trembles, timeless though trapped within its hours. Lovers entwined under skies never so blue as now. A tapestry of countryside, an embroidery of trees. And then I wrote her a poem called Poems Are Necessities. I gave her, one of her presents was the collected Elizabeth Bishop. And I was going through that, and Elizabeth has a line called Poets are necessities, like postage stamps or soap. And I misread that as poems are necessities. And I felt then obliged to write a poem called Poems Are Necessities. So this is my Poems Are Necessities, but you all know that anyway. Poems are necessities, like chilled cava on a hot summer's day. Poems are necessities, like cutting crusts off bread and then leaving the bread, eating only the crusts. Poems are necessities, like breathing, or love, or sex, or eating, or sneezing. Poems are necessities, like endless cups of Earl Grey tea, or a long blissful shower after a hot, hot day. Poems are necessities, like a lover scratching an unreachable itch between your shoulder blades. There, no, there. Oh yes, yes, and yes. Poems are necessities, like longings that won't go away, or pregnant cravings, anchovies on hot butter toast, smothered in thick-cut homemade marmalade, balanced on a kicking bump. Poems are necessities, like you curled up and snoring by a winter fireside. Poems are necessities, like a kiss, like this kiss, like when a kiss becomes kisses and we become our very own poem. And I was writing the dedication in the Elizabeth Bishop book, and I was saying Queen takes Bishop. And then it meandered into the poem. So this is called The Tapestry Weaves Itself. You can see that the brain isn't taking over, and I'm taking one strand and running it down to the ground like a riff. The tapestry weaves itself. Queen takes Bishop. Your birthday weaves another strand of self into the tapestry of you, sublimely taking its time, seeking to perfect you, treading true and true you, the golden thread of love. And to finish with two little poems. This is called Oh, the Sunlight and Water of Her. I was writing a poem about us making love, and she was saying, you can't say that, you can't read that. So I had to make it more symbolic. So this is I just put more symbolics into it. I think that's short for simulated bollocks, I believe. It's called Oh, the Sunlight and Water of Her. His desire a salmon leaping inside her, she the living stream embracing such passion, the moment held in the dream of sunlight and water. And then a little fantasy, this is called Satin Green Underwear. It was another boring bank holiday Sunday in heaven. It was hell. Time just seemed to drag. Unbearable but for you, playing an alto sax in emerald green satin underwear.
Mr. Dónall Dempsey.